All right, hello everyone. So in this lesson, we are going to talk about fractions and divisions, and we want to know, are they the same? Well, here is the question for you. What do you think? All right, yes, they are. So make sure, yes, they are the same. Now, when we write, let's go through some examples. When we write 2/4 as a fraction, another way of writing that is 2 divided by 4. Now, you're not used to writing this smaller number on top or dividing a smaller number, bigger number by a smaller number. What you're used to, another example, let's flip that over. 4/2 as a fraction, but this fraction sign, it's actually the same as the division symbol, operation symbol. Okay, so here 4 divided by 2, we can write it as 4 divided by 2 because this fraction line is the same as division line, and it works every time. All right, now sometimes we can simplify this. We know what, for example, right here, 4 divided by 2, we know that's 2, and we also know that 2 divided by 4, or 2/4, we know that we can have the GCF, the greatest common factor, and divide that. So another way of writing 2/4, so I'm going to write it here. Okay, 2/4, another way of writing it is 2 divided by 2 times 2. That means I'm basically putting 4 into prime factorization as a product of the prime numbers. And now we can see that the greatest common factors of the 2 and 4 is 2. So now 2 divided by 2, that's just 1. So the denominator will have 2 left, which is right here, and the numerator is left is 1. So 2/4 is actually 1/2. Okay, these are called equivalent fraction. All right, okay, for each of these, let's write the equivalent fraction. Now it's written in terms of the division statement. So for each of these, let's write a fraction. So the first thing we got to do, so 15, the first number becomes the numerator, the second number becomes the denominator, and division sign and a fraction sign will be the same. So 15 divided by 5. Okay, this one 9/18. So 15/5, 9/18, and here 12/48. Great. Can we simplify each of these? Let's go through them. And again, the first one, 15 divided by 3. That's just a multiplication table. That's 3. How many 5s go into 15? 3 of them. All right. The 9 and 18. So notice that 9 goes into 18 and 9 goes to 9. So we can actually simplify that as 9/9 times 2. Now I'm doing this the long way. As you get faster and faster, you can do that in your head. So you can say 9 goes into 9 once, 9 goes into 18 twice, and notice that you get the same setup here. 9 divided by 9 is 1, and then you get the numerator 1 on top, the denominator is 2. So 1/2 is the answer to 9 divided by 18, or 9/18. Next one, 12/48. You notice that 12 goes into 48. 12 goes into 48, or 12 goes into 12 once, 12 goes into 48. How many times? 4 times. So that becomes 1/4. Now, if this was too fast for you, you break it down. So what is 12? So let's look at what 12 is. Well, 12 right here, we're going to do the prime factorization divided by 2. So 2 and 6, 2 times 6 is 12. 2 is a prime. Now we're going to hit the 6 now. 6 into 2 into prime, 2 and 3. And these are the primes. So what do we have? 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. Excellent. Now we're going to do the same thing for 48. Now when we do the 48, just start with the lowest prime number, so 2 and 24. Then 24, you divide that by 2 again, 12. Then you divide the 12 again. Remember, prime factorization, you want to break it down to the smallest prime number that you could possibly do. And look what we have. We have all of these are basically the prime factors of 48. So 48 is what? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 4 of them, times 3. Great. When you do the simplification, when you are trying to reduce this fraction right here, you can write them as 2 times 2 times 3, which is basically 12 over 48. Now 48, we're going to do the 48 in the denominator. Same thing. We're going to write the prime factorization on that. And then we're going to say the greatest common factors. They're showing up in both the top and the bottom, the numerator and the denominator. And when you divide greatest common factors, they can divide and you get 1. And what you have in the denominator that is left, it's 4. The numerator is 1, so that would be 1 over 4, which is what we've got here and there. Same thing. Okay? Perfect.